All right, what is up, guys? This is Troy D. Welcome back to the channel. Troy D 24/7 Mall, on point reviews all day, every day. You know what, guys? This is, I think, our 8th month together, and I'm so happy. It's so great. You know, our journey together has been really, really awesome. It doesn't matter if you've found out about this channel yesterday or 6 months ago. But I definitely want to say thank you to all our subscribers. Welcome, guys. And I love that you're all about the no hype brand, the no hype reviewing, because that's what's up. And today is really a really good no hype review. We got to talk about this one. This one has some hype coming into it. This is a brand or a house from Dallas, comes out from Dallas, Texas, which is like a 3-hour drive from here. And this is from Argos, and this is called Triumph of Bacchus. Triumph of Bacchus Eau de Parfum from Argos Fragrances. American made from Dallas, Texas. We're going to talk about this fragrance, man. Like this one, I've been waiting on this one for a minute, and I know you guys are excited as well. You might have heard some, feedback from various reviewers out there and various people in Fragcom. But of course, we're going to put our own spin to this, my own interpretation of Triumph of Bacchus with no hype, okay? But before that, as always, we're going to hit the music, guys. Okay, we're back, guys. Triumph of Bacchus from Argos. Let's do a spray real quick. This is the by the way, this is the sample pack that I got. It's one of the others which is on the sample pack. So, expect me to pretty much review all of them. And this is it right here. As you can see, wait, where is it? There it is. Triumph of Bacchus on the atomizer. We'll go spray a little bit right here. 2, 3. Okay. Let me put that right here. I'm feeling the vibes. So, Triumph of Bacchus, by Argos. First and foremost, I have a little quick story about Argos, because actually I did contact them a few months ago. When I didn't have that many subscribers. So I'm not sure if they didn't really take me seriously back then, but I was really anxious to review a lot of their stuff because it was so hyped, and their bottles are really nice and fancy, and I like fancy bottles. Anyways, at that time, this Triumph of Bacchus was the only thing I wanted to review, and it was so out of stock, or it was so like back ordered. I believe the person I was talking to was saying that the owner or the perfumer of Argos had to go to Paris and like replenish the stock. So that's basically what happened. And then I think even right now it's still like on back order. I'm not sure, but they have this little weird counter on their website that says it's like -43. So, And, there are like some mixed, reactions about Argos. I'm just hearing it all around Fragcom. And then, of course, you have their YouTube reviewers. You don't know if, some of them probably got their bottles for free. But this is not a free bottle. I basically purchased their sample set, which is really, really cheap, guys. $35. You get the whole lot. You get the whole range of what they offer. And it will give you pretty much, a good a good base of like decision making. You can make a good decision on which fragrance you would like. Okay, the first things first, guys. Triumph of Bacchus is, I believe, $225. It is on a little bit on the high side, especially for a upcoming brand. But let me say this. So this one right here, when it comes to the top notes, this one opens with some booze, some rum, and then you get some green apple. But one thing I really like about this, really, is the peach, okay, which I kind of wish lasted longer, but it's this bright peach in the beginning, and I think that's the most noteworthy one because the green apple, you could say the way it's blended in will remind you of Layton a little bit. but it's basically green apple, and then it's got peach, and then it's got the rum, some booze out there, and basically within, I would say like what, like seconds to minutes. Within seconds to minutes, the tobacco really comes out. And that's really the star of the show, tobacco. And I know that a lot of people are comparing this to like Mancera's red tobacco, but you know what? I didn't like Mancera's red tobacco. Like, it's just, I don't know. Like, to me, it had this very bug spray tobacco vibe, and then the dry down was better. And everybody's telling me like, oh, don't just wait for the dry down, but I mean, I'm just like, my reaction to that is like, why do I have to wait for the dry down to happen? Like, I can't have this like sensation in the beginning I don't like, and then the dry down, that's the only thing I'm going for. No, I'm not gonna buy a perfume for that. So, no, it's not red tobacco. I think it's kind of unfair to call this like a red tobacco, just because it has tobacco. But I can say that it is similar to more of like a Carlisle, like where in like Parfums de Marly Carlisle, you have a hovering tobacco. Okay, it's like it's a dominant note, but it's like a hovering tobacco, which means it's not too crazy. It's not gonna be like in your face. But it is, a very likable hovering tobacco that, like I said, when it goes in with the green apple, when it goes in with the booze, I mean, you kind of really, it gives you sort of that Parfums de Marly effect. However, it's not fully like that because you don't have notes like cardamom, for example, that brings a little bit of that PDM spice. So this is not spicy, okay? It basically opens with that nice, juicy, bright peach, and then green apples, rum, and then boom, tobacco. Okay, I think that for redundancy's sake, if you don't own Carlisle and you're just in the market for something new and you don't want to, because I know Carlisle right now is like for some reason sold out, or like it's hard to find. I don't know why, but and actually, it's crazy. When I sold my Carlisle, somebody, this guy actually traded a perfume plus cash for my Carlisle. Like, that's how much it was so sold out and people are looking for it. So perfect timing for this Bacchus to come in, because if you want to get something with kind of like that Carlisle vibe, like I think Bacchus is up in there. It definitely almost mimics the same Carlisle vibe. However, like I said, it's not spicy. Okay, that's great because that's like its own character. So as it develops, it also has this like really nice vetiver in it. It's got vetiver, it's got jasmine. I mean, if you really try to detect, and go through the tobacco, you can really smell that there's jasmine in it. Jasmine is one of my favorite notes. But it's not, it can't beat the tobacco. You know what I'm saying, guys? So maybe a lot of people that are just, not really nitpicky on the notes, or they don't really want to like go into it, like, they might say, yeah, dude, it's mostly tobacco, that's kind of true. But you can still smell some of these other notes like the jasmine kind of in the background when you really try to sniff it. Okay, but the overall experience is really great. And let me say, the sillage here is pretty great too. I mean, I sprayed this here, not in the high heat, not in the super heat, but like I would say 6 p.m. ish to 8 p.m. ish. It's okay. It's maybe like 75 degrees, 73 degrees Fahrenheit. I come out. It's a nice sillage, nice tobacco sillage. Nothing so crazy. Like I said, I wish that the peach on the intro would be like longer, but I mean, I'm not a perfumer, so I don't know how you can delay those things. I don't know how you can delay when the tobacco comes in, but that's what I wish. But it is a lovely opening, really. I think that's the big differentiating factor. And again, like I said, the tobacco, booze, again, very reminiscent of Carlisle or maybe Leighton even. Without the spice. Okay, now this also has, I mean, as it develops, it's quite predictable. I mean, especially if you're like me, where like I've already smelled so many perfumes, and it's getting to the point where I guess you can say it's getting redundant. But when you have things like tonka bean, amber and musk, as well as Mysore sandalwood in the dry down. I mean, it's like a sweet, sweet nice base. I mean, that's all I can say. It's many fragrances have those sweet nice base, but it's also something that you see a lot in tobacco fragrances anyways, because the tobacco can't just be like completely harsh, because it'll smell like I told you, something like a bug spray, but like when tobacco is, when you have sweet notes with it, or maybe the florals carry it first into the sweet dry down, into the amber wood dry down. It's just a very simple progression. I think that for most people, like I said, that aren't too nitpicky, like it'll just be this nice progression of a tobacco scent, like I said, with a slightly boozy PDM like intro, but with the peach. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, in the end, guys, I think that Triumph of Bacchus is actually a good fragrance to own if you don't have any of those aforementioned perfumes. Okay, like I would definitely try it, because I mean, like I said, I always tackle this as if I'm a white belt. I never tackle these no hype reviews as if I know everything, or as if I've tried everything. Okay, like I will try to tell you guys like what it could possibly smell like, but I always put myself in the position of somebody that's never tried Carlisle or Leighton or Mancera Red Tobacco or Side Effect, and then you try this. I mean, you're gonna be blown away, because those are the factors that make some of those great perfumes great. It's in Triumph of Bacchus. Okay, with the added peach note I like so much in the beginning. Okay, but yeah, it will blow your mind if you haven't smelled those other fragrances. But then if you have tried Carlisle, if you have tried Leighton, or both actually, and tobacco fragrances, you might just be like, this is just another tobacco fragrance. You know what I mean? It just depends when in your journey you're trying this out. Either way, I mean, because it's also $225, I do suggest that you try a sample at least, or you just get one of these $35 ones, which is like you get everything, what I mean, which is really, really cool. And then from there you get to decide. Just a little like foreshadowing, I mean, I tried that Brivida, I think it was Brivida was the name, and like a lot of people freaking hyped that one, and I really didn't like it that much. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. You gotta check it out. And props to Argos for having sample sets. That's really important. As a upcoming brand, I mean, you definitely want to have sample sets like this with really good presentation. You can really show everybody. And I mean, when it comes to the bottle, when it comes to the Roman Empire or the Roman references here, I mean, we all know just by looking at Electimus too. I mean, all these Roman things, you put them into fragrances, like guys are gonna love that. Like remember that the MDCI statues, right? It was like $400 for that one. So props to them, and I'm really glad that there's an American perfumer that's stepping up and creating these new fragrances. I can't wait to try the other ones. I think I have 4 or 5 more that I need to do a review on. But like I said, I mean, this one right here, if you're not really, you haven't tried those other tobacco scents, like without a doubt, this will definitely blow your mind. And just like what I've said with tobacco scents in all my previous videos, is definitely a seductive scent, seducer scent. Date night, club night. I mean, I know there's no clubs right now, but date night, seduction night, and stay there, watch Netflix, something like that, or watch Stars. I don't know if you guys subscribe to Stars, but Stars got some great movies right now. But anyways, yeah, what can I say? It's nice. It's, if I hadn't tried any of those tobacco scents, I would have been blown away easily. Okay, so that's it. That's my review of Triumph of Bacchus by Argos. If you want to get more more Argos, if you want me to review more Argos, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel, or comment below. Tell me what you want me to review from the next ones. That is important to me, because I basically time all of my no hype reviews. Okay, and again, thank you guys for watching. Wherever you are in the world, what's up? We got more coming, seriously guys, all day, every day. Okay, and again, this is Troy D. God bless, take care wherever you are, stay safe. I'll see you tomorrow.